Hello. All right. We're getting ready for a full body workout here. 20 minutes. We'll start with a nice warm up. First thing we'll do is if you have a band, feel free to use it. If you don't, go ahead and just do this without one. We'll do some shoulder rotations. All you'll need for this workout is a little bit of space, a heavier pair of dumbbells, and a lighter pair of dumbbells. Going for 3 more here. Good, and then we'll do some external rotations. Nice underhand grip on that band. You can use a light dumbbell here if you don't have a band, just like this. Good. Get a few more each side here. All right, we'll warm up that lower body with some body weight squats into a nice good morning, hinging forward at the hips, keeping the weight in the heels. Going for 2 more. Good, and then we'll do some inchworm walkouts with a nice push-up. Add in a nice stretch before walking back up. We'll go ahead and do 5 of these. Today's workout is going to be 5 stations, twice through at each station. 30 seconds on an exercise, 15 seconds off. Get that heart rate going. So I'm going to go ahead and get our timer started. 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Before we get into station number 1, you'll need both the light and heavy pair of dumbbells for this first station. We're going to start with that light pair, curled overhead press, nice hammer curl here, and overhead press. For the curl, you want to keep your elbows stationary at the side of your body. And then as you overhead press, you just don't want to lock your arms out at the top. Good, 15 seconds rest. Grab that heavy pair of dumbbells. We're going into some lunges. I'm stepping back here, keeping weight in my front heel and trying to limit how much I kick up with that back foot so that whichever leg is forward is doing most of the work. If you want to feel it in the glutes a little bit more, you can add a little bit of a forward lean, hinging at the hips. Good, 15 seconds rest. Switching back to that light pair of dumbbells. We're going back into that curl to overhead press for 30 seconds. You can stagger that stance to help support the lower back. You also want to keep the core engaged, thinking about bringing your belly button to your spine, and keep the glutes engaged to protect the lower back as well. All right, Going back to that heavy pair of dumbbells for our last time through on these lunges. Here we go. Keeping that weight in the front heel. You can always opt to hold just one of the dumbbells at your chest as a modification. Good, last one here. All right, keeping that heavy pair of dumbbells, we're going onto the floor for a chest press. Even though our elbows are gonna hit the ground, we just want them to lightly kiss the ground. We don't wanna rest each time. You wanna have a nice angle between your arms and your body rather than a 90-degree angle to help protect the shoulders. And we're keeping our wrists stacked over our elbows. Nice exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. All right, grab that light pair of dumbbells. Go ahead and stand up. We're going to do some rear delt flies. Palms are gonna face each other. You're gonna hinge forward at the hips, slight bend in the knees, and you're just gonna bring the arms up, flexing that back. Keeping a nice neutral spine. You don't wanna look up or down too far. You just want your neck in line with the rest of your back, and keeping the core engaged to keep that nice straight back. Good, and rest. We're gonna grab those heavy dumbbells again. Get back down on the floor for some chest press. Same thing, we want our wrists stacked over our elbows. We want a slight angle between our arms and our torsos. Nice, slow, controlled movement. Keeping our core engaged by pressing our backs into the floor. All right, grabbing that light pair of dumbbells for one more time through on these rear delt flies. Nice bend in the knees, nice straight back. Feeling the burn in the rear delts on this. All right, keeping that light pair of dumbbells, we're gonna get back onto the floor in a similar position to the chest press, except this time we're gonna add in a little bit of a bridge while we go into some chest flies. So we're walking those heels up nice and close to the butt, squeezing the glutes and engaging the core to get our hips off the ground. And then a slight bend in the arms as they fall out to either side. And then we use our chest to bring those weights back up together. Our palms are facing each other. We're taking this nice and slow. All right, next up we've got some plank tap outs. Sorry, there was a technical issue for a second, but I think it's fixed itself. Last one here. And we'll move into that plank. Modification would be to just hold the plank, but add in those tap outs if you can. Keep it up. All right. We're going into our next station here. We're going to start off with some narrow push-ups to burn the triceps out. Modification would be to do this on your knees, like so. Keeping our elbows tucked in nice and close. All right, now we're getting some cardio in. We're moving on to jump squats. Big thing here is going to be keeping that weight in the heels. 30 seconds. Modification would just be to do some fast-paced body squats. Last one. All right, we'll get ready to move into those narrow push-ups again. These will really burn the triceps out. All right, one more time through on those jump squats. Here we go. Ten seconds. All right, one last station. We're gonna grab, you can go light or heavy here, whatever you're feeling. I'm gonna take my light dumbbell. We're gonna do some dumbbell pullovers. Same thing as those chest flies, get up in that bridge. Keep our arms nice and straight. I have the dumbbell between my hands, and we're just pulling it directly above our faces, stopping here and lowering. You're gonna feel this one a little bit in the lats, a little bit in the chest. Good, and then we'll stay right here for our last exercise. Those penguins, we love those penguins. All right, you do want to keep your core engaged the whole time for this. I like to lift my upper body slightly off the ground for that. And you're reaching for the back of each heel. Be really intentional about that crunch in your core as you lean to each side. We're working those obliques as we lean, and we're working our abdomen in general by keeping that upper body lifted up off the ground just a bit. All right, going back to that dumbbell. All right, we're gonna push up into that bridge, keeping the core and glutes engaged, and nice and slow on these dumbbell pullovers. All right, last time through on these penguins. Remember to keep that core engaged the whole time. Really reach for those heels. If you slow it down, it actually gets a little bit harder. We've got our final 10 seconds. Don't stop moving. All right. And that brings us to just about 18 minutes. So there's your quick 20-minute HIIT workout, full body with a little bit of a chest emphasis there. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a great workout.